privacy concerns, battery life, how it compares to Tile and Chipolo, we're gonna cover everything you need to know about the Airtags and how I've been living with them for the past 6 months plus. Let's go. What's up, Team Tech Avengers? I'm gonna cut to the chase here, but before I do that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're looking for some really cheap Airtag cases, check out the description down below. I've added affiliate links to some of the great ones that I recommend. Now, I've been living with the Apple Airtags for almost a year now. And if you've watched any of my videos before, you probably know I lose things a lot. Now, I did a review on the Tile Tracker and the Chipolo, two of Apple's biggest competitors in this space. You can check out those respective videos right over here, but are they going to survive after this? I'll get to that. All right, we have a lot to get through, so let's start with the price. I was actually quite impressed with the pricing structure of the Airtags. You're looking at 29 USD or 39 Canadian. Oh, Canada. The Tile Pro is a tad more expensive at 34 USD or 40 Canadian, depending where you look. The Chipolo is 25 USD or 30 Canadian. Now, this is just a ballpark comparison of prices. There are other things to consider, such as how well each device works, the varieties within each lineup. By the way, Tile and Chipolo definitely win in this aspect because you can use the Tile Slim or the Chipolo card in your wallet, and also what you can get in certain bundles, as well as offerings from each company. For example, I purchased the 4-pack Apple Airtags for 99 USD, which brings it down to about $24.75 per Airtag. So be sure to incorporate all of that in your decision. Again, you can look at my Tile and Chipolo videos to get a better understanding of the pros and the cons of each. So back to the Airtags. It's quite simple what Apple includes here. It's very minimal, with nothing but the Airtags themselves and a couple of documents. You don't really need too much to help you get started with the Airtags. All you need to do to get connected is pull out the plastic tab and hear this chime. This means it's ready to connect. So make sure you have the latest iOS 15 update and unlock your iPhone. Just like any Apple products that automatically detect when they're close by, the Airtags are no different. You put it right next to your phone after it's unlocked, and right away, you're met up with this fun little setup screen. Okay, so now I'm just going to name the Airtag whatever I want. You're obviously going to want to enable location sharing for this iPhone. Don't worry, this information is only available to your Apple ID and no one else. Next, you're prompted to register your Airtag with your Apple ID account, so that way, if someone locates your missing item, only your pertinent contact info will be available so they can return your stuff. We'll get to that soon. Design-wise, let's talk size first. I like to say the Airtags have the performance of the Tile Pro and the low-profile design of the Tile sticker. The thing that I noticed though about the Tile and the Chipolo is that both of these units have a keyhole already built in, so you don't have to buy an extra accessory to attach it to anything. Mind you, you don't have to get the overpriced holders from Apple themselves. You can get them as cheap as $5 from Amazon. The ones I have in the video are in the description down below, along with a bunch of others that I would actually recommend. The plastic design of the Airtags don't really feel cheap. It holds up to Apple's beautiful design standards, and I'm not just talking about the hardware experience. The software experience is where it also shines. One thing that won't shine for long though is that metal backing. This is a scratch magnet, so don't expect it to be pristine for very long. Of course, this isn't something that you'll be flaunting around though, as much as your Airtag holder will probably cover it up anyway. Like some of its competitors, the Airtag is IP67 water resistant, so you don't have to worry about dropping it into a puddle. Design-wise, it's good, but it's not as versatile as the different offerings from Tile and Chipolo. I'm specifically talking about the Tile Slim and the Chipolo card. These are both capable of keeping in your wallet, something that's an absolute must when it comes to tracking. But fret not, we've already seen how Apple is capable of cramming this into this. So I'm pretty sure it won't be long until we see an Apple Airtag for wallets. In typical Apple-esque fashion, we have a removable... Hold up. Since when has Apple ever given us anything removable? This is not like Apple to include this, but we have a removable battery in the Apple Airtag. Yes, you heard that right. We have a single button cell CR2032 battery that Apple claims to last about a year. Now, about 9 months from the time I've owned these Airtags, I'm still at 100%, or what appears to be full at least. The Find My app doesn't tell me the exact percentage, but I can clearly see that the battery is still full. That's amazing, as long as it doesn't drop 50% instantly, but 9 months in, I'm still somewhere near full. That's incredible. This is the same battery that they used in the Tile, and it's easy to just pop open and replace. I honestly thought these would have to be replaced entirely when they die. That sounds more like Apple. In fact, all but 2 of the Tiles offered in the 2020 lineup and all of the Chipolo products are non-removable batteries. So that's something to consider. Now, something that Apple implements that gives it a step above the rest is the use of the built-in accelerometer and U1 chip to give us the absolute precise indoor tracking for your lost items. Again, this is where Apple has a clear advantage when it comes to the ecosystem as opposed to third-party offerings. So for example, rather than just getting a general idea or location of where my keys with Tile are, my iPhone can now use spatial awareness to point me in the exact location as to where my keys are hiding in the house when using Airtags. We can also manually add an Airtag if the seamless process we went through earlier doesn't quite go as planned, as well as an option to identify an Airtag connected item so you can return it to its rightful owner. We have a couple options to either play a sound from the Apple AirTags built-in speaker. I intentionally shoved my keys down the endless abyss of my couch cushions and was able to hear it loud and clear. I honestly don't think the speaker is anything to write home about. Tile and Chipolo are much louder, but say you're a bit hard of hearing or there's some external noise preventing you from hearing your AirTags, you can simply select the find function and your iPhone will magically direct you right to your item. When you're getting warm, the phone will give you audible alerts, and when you're really warm, you'll get some haptic vibrations as well. I think the ability for AirTags to precisely find your device when you're in range beats all of its competition. Now, what generally happens when you lose the item you spent $29 to protect? For example, I left my backpack at my girlfriend's place. What happens then? Or your dog that was just equipped with your AirTag runs away. You can either set notifications so that it pings you when your item has been found, or enable lost mode, which will notify you but also gives you the ability to prevent anyone from pairing with the AirTag again and allows you to leave a phone number and a message with the AirTag so someone can get in touch with you if they found your item. Apple has definitely kept privacy and security in mind when creating these devices, so here's what you can and can't do with the AirTags. You can actually harness the incredible ecosystem of Apple devices out there to help you find your item, all while being kept anonymous to you and other people helping you. What do I mean by that? Well, if an AirTag is lost and you have a random group of people with other iPhones walking by, an anonymous communication is sent between those Apple devices to give you a general idea of where your item might be. Apple is actually not the first to think about this. Tile has been using it among their community of Tile members for quite a while now. The only difference here is that there are many Apple users than Tile users, and this is a premium subscription feature with Tile. Whereas with Apple, it's actually free. Apple has publicly said that the user's iPhone can detect if an AirTag unassociated with that iPhone is found to be tracking it over an extended period of time. They haven't gone into detail about what that time frame is. Some say it's about 3 days, but I can definitely tell you it isn't 24 hours. My girlfriend, who is living in a different area, took my AirTag for a day and a half and had it on her keys during that time. With her permission, of course, I was able to see the AirTag updating her whereabouts throughout the day. But the thing is, it did not notify her once that an unpaired AirTag was in her vicinity. Cause for concern? I'd say so. But I do hope that Apple updates this feature with a much shorter window. That being said, a recent update actually showed her that the AirTag was following her without her knowledge. It actually showed her a history of where she's been. So we can see that Apple is making strides in this effort, and it's only gonna get better as time goes on. So the software experience is pretty simple. You pair your AirTag and you can track it. Within the app, if you find someone else's lost item, and again, if you're not a horrible person and you want to return it, Apple makes that easy for you. What do you think of the AirTags? Yes, Tile and Chipolo do provide a couple more options in terms of physical design and software features, but that gap is actually closing steadily. What do I mean by that? Well, when AirTags first came out, You didn't have the option to be alerted when you distance yourself from your AirTag, a feature that is handy when you leave the office and forget your keys, for example. With the most recent iOS 15 update, you can now get a ping to your Apple Watch or phone reminding you if you forgot them, so you don't have to find out by the time you get home. This is a premium feature with Tile. Where do I see the future of AirTags? Honestly, I think this is an incredible opportunity to leverage what the company already has in place to enhance every product in the ecosystem. I see them eventually incorporating this precise tracking into such devices like your MacBook, your Apple Watch, and most importantly, your AirPods. Yes, the Find My app can currently keep a general idea of where these devices are, but it doesn't update the location as frequently or as precisely. On top of that, different designs and form factors will more than likely come out to adapt to most situations. Example, something similar to the Tile Slim or the Chipolo card for wallet tracking. And finally, I should mention, the price is definitely a bit cheaper compared to third-party competitors without the hassle of having third-party apps on your phone that need your location. This already communicates with the Apple ecosystem, so it's literally a default feature on your phone. And not to mention, it's much more precise than those third-party options. No need to add anything extra. If you're looking for the AirTags or some of the awesome accessories that I recommend for it, check the links in the description down below. Thank you for watching, friends. I do appreciate you showing some love on the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and it doesn't hurt to give us a thumbs up. As always, I'm Jared the Tech Avenger. Don't forget, when it comes to tech, the Tech Avengers are there. We got your back.